Today we're diving into something pretty wild.
Yeah,
A new AI model called DeepSeek R1.
this is a big one.
It's making waves for a couple reasons.
Yeah, it's kind of got everything.
First being, it's supposedly as good as OpenAI's models.
Potentially even better in some ways.
But it's also,
There's the controversy.
yeah, it's wrapped up in all these accusations of stolen data and, shady trading practices.
Right, and to top it all off,
Yeah.
it's being hosted on both Azure and AWS.
That's Microsoft and Amazon.
Exactly.
So we've got a lot to unpack here
We do.
to try and figure out how a model this controversial
Right.
ends up on the two biggest cloud platforms.
Yeah, so first of all,
Okay.
what makes DeepSeek R1 so interesting aside from all the drama is that it can do high-level reasoning,
Really?
like on par with OpenAI,
Wow.
but for way cheaper.
How much cheaper are we talking?
Think like API usage at 219 per million output tokens.
And OpenAI is what, like $60?
Yeah, $60.
Wow. Okay, so this could be a game changer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, cheaper AI development,
Right.
that's accessible to way more people.
Opens up a ton of possibilities.
Yeah. So what would that look like?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
Startups, smaller companies, even individual developers
Right.
could build apps that they never could before.
Mhm.
Things that were only possible for like the huge tech companies.
Right, because of the cost.
Exactly.
So that's the exciting part,
Yeah, but
Right.
there's the other side.
the controversy.
Yeah, OpenAI is accusing them of distillation.
Okay, and for our listeners who maybe aren't familiar with that term.
Right. Distillation is basically training an AI model
Okay,
using the outputs from a different AI.
so you're like creating a cheat sheet
Kind of, yeah, like you said.
for someone else's work
Yeah, and OpenAI claims that DeepSeek used their model's outputs.
to train R1.
Exactly, and that violates their terms of service.
So that's a pretty big deal.
Huge. And then there's also the whole question of DeepSeek's data sources.
Right, what are they actually using to train this thing?
Yeah, so their previous model, DeepSeek v3,
Okay,
sometimes it would actually identify itself as ChatGPT.
so like it thought it was ChatGPT?
Yeah, which suggests that OpenAI content might have been used.
For fine-tuning.
Right. It's essentially like plagiarism, but for AI.
And, this isn't even the first time we've seen this kind of thing.
Definitely not.
I remember back in late 2023?
Yeah.
With Elon Musk and XAI?
Oh, right, with Grok.
Yeah, they were accused of the same thing, using OpenAI's outputs to train their model.
It's a bit of a pattern.
Like everyone's trying to copy OpenAI's homework or something.
Yeah, and to make it all even weirder,
Yeah.
Microsoft.
OpenAI's biggest investor.
Right, they did their own investigation.
Really?
And they found evidence that DeepSeek might have taken a bunch of training data.
Through OpenAI's API.
Exactly, in late 2024.
Wow. So their own investigation is saying
Yeah, potentially.
that there's something to these accusations.
It seems that way.
But they're still hosting DeepSeek R1 on Azure.
Right. It's a bit of a head scratcher.
It really is. Like,
On the one,
Microsoft wants OpenAI to succeed.
obviously a huge investment there.
But they also want to offer all these different AI tools to their customers.
Exactly, and that's where DeepSeek comes in.
It's so powerful and so cheap
Right, so for Microsoft, it's like a way to stay ahead.
in this crazy competitive AI market.
Exactly, even with all the ethical questions.
And it's not just Microsoft either.
No.
Amazon Web Services is doing the same thing.
Hosting DeepSeek R1.
Yeah, on Amazon Bedrock and Amazon SageMaker.
Their CEO, Matt Garman, even said
What did he say?
something like, they're committed to making it easy for customers to test out all these new AI models.
Including DeepSeek.
Yep, even with the controversy.
So it seems like they both see the potential of this model.
Absolutely. They're basically letting their customers decide.
If the benefits are worth the risks.
Yeah, it's a risky move, but I guess they think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's kind of like saying, here's this powerful tool, but use it responsibly.
Yeah, a bit of a tightrope walk.
It is. And what I find really interesting is that even Sam Altman,
OpenAI CEO.
yeah, he's acknowledged DeepSeek as a real competitor.
That says a lot.
It does, because it means that even though there's this huge controversy,
Right.
even OpenAI sees DeepSeek R1 as a legitimate threat.
Yeah, its capabilities are just too good to ignore.
So where does that leave us? What can we take away from all of this?
Well, I think it really highlights the state of AI development right now.
Yeah.
It's this incredibly exciting time with so much advancement,
Right.
but it's also kind of like the Wild West out there.
Yeah.
The rules are still being written, and the lines are definitely blurred.
Yeah, with DeepSeek R1, it's like
All right.
you have this incredibly powerful AI model
That's shaking up the entire industry.
making things cheaper and more accessible.
But it's built on this foundation of data theft and ethical breaches.
Right, so it really leaves us with a lot to think about.
It does.
Like, how do we balance the pursuit of powerful AI with the need for ethical development?
And responsible use.
Exactly. And what does it say about the future of AI?
Right.
If a model built on stolen data can become so widely used,
These are questions that we all need to grapple with.
especially as we move forward in this constantly evolving world of AI.
It's only going to get more complex from here.
Yeah, so we've got to start thinking about these things now.
Absolutely.
And that's something for everyone to consider,
Yeah, think about it.
because the future of AI is in our hands.
It really is.
All right, well, on that note,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning into this deep dive into DeepSeek R1.
You bet.
And keep those questions coming.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye.